So I've been like loosely following the Karen Read trial, mostly because after the first one, me, a person whose only legal training or experience is watching every single episode of Law & Order SVU twice, was able to figure out that she in fact was not guilty and this was a massive cover-up. But I hadn't really been watching the second time because I had a feeling she probably was not going to be found guilty until I ran across the clip today from, I want to say it was like Court TV, where they asked Bev, our friend Bev, the judge, if the jury asked a question and said, like, can we find her not guilty on 2 of the counts, but then find her guilty on 1, or like, do we have to find her guilty across the board? Again, that Law & Order SVU education coming in, it's count 1, count 2, count 3 of the indictment. So the answer, as far as I knew, to my limited knowledge, was yes. Well, apparently the defense also thought so, because when she outright refused to answer their question, the defense was like, I mean, you can answer their question. Like, he seemed confused. And I did see some comments that were saying, like, that I think they were, like, actual lawyers. And they were like, okay, yeah, like, her reasoning makes sense, but, like, still. And she just, like, kept refusing. And I felt like the defense was like, are you aware this is televised? Like, people can see this. Like, this is televised. And you 1000% could tell she didn't want to answer that question because she knew they were going to convict her on the DUI and they weren't going to convict her on the murders. And she felt like if she answered their question, that immediately would have come out. So she just, like, outright refused. And I don't know how it works with judges, but, like, ma'am, that was on live TV. If she retains her job, I don't know, do you have to have a license to be a judge? Surely. I mean, I have to have a license to tape ankles and provide athletes with healthcare. Surely, if they're licensing me, they're licensing her. How does she maintain a job after this? How is she able to do, how do any of those people, how does that town still have a police force when this is over? I failed. But that judge today, I'm like, ma'am, you picked a real weird hill to die on because I fear this may cost you your job. I don't know. Absolutely mind-boggling. And, like, did she think we were going to figure it out? Like, ma'am, again, no legal experience outside of Detective Benson and Stabler, and I was like, I don't think you can do that.